Hello and welcome to letter B of the Extreme Demon Alphabet series. And for letter B, I decided to beat Broken Signal. Now, Broken Signal it's a pretty easy Extreme Demon. I think it's what? It's 960 on the list. But yeah, actually, I should say this. For like the first letters of this series, I'm going to be beating like pretty much easy entry-level Extreme Demons. And then later, I'm going to start beating the harder stuff. There might be like a couple easy Extreme Demons mixed in there. And actually, I'm thinking for what? Letter E? Yeah, because I don't know what I want to do for letter E, but I was thinking maybe doing something a little bit more harder. Because, you know, I don't want this whole thing to be like demons that are not even like top 1,000. So this level was pretty fun to play, I would say. I mean, I feel like my luck with this level was pretty bad. But because that, honestly, I have pretty bad luck with every level I play, I guess. But it was pretty easy to learn. Like, the level might not look like it's easy to learn, but it really kind of is. So I started playing the level from the last part, which is this mirror portal part, and it features some kind of easy like cube timings and like this kind of hard final jump, which kind of is a little stupid, but actually I think I got pretty lucky there. I never really died there. So yeah, but I eventually got the run to 100, which didn't take too long. Nice. And then after I did the run, I decided to do 75 to 100, which just features this ship part and this ball part. The ball part's stupid, by the way. I hate it. Like the timings feel so off and are so awkward to me. But the ship part, it's pretty fine. It's pretty fun. It's just dash orbs, honestly. And then that was also pretty easy to learn. And I eventually also did that run to 100, which didn't take too long. There we go. And then after I did that, I went on to do 66 to 100. The run starts with this like ship part, which actually has this really cool effect where the blocks are like falling onto you. It's actually pretty cool. And then afterwards, it's a pretty easy like UFO part, and you just gotta tap to the song, honestly. And then there's this robot part, which has one stupid click in it, but I actually never died to it, so it was alright at the end. But yeah, eventually I did that run to 100 as well. Also didn't take too long.
Nice. 66 to 100.
And then after that, I decided to do the drop to 100, which is 52 to 100. So the drop is actually, that's pretty fun gameplay. It has like this like glitchy effect, and it's not too hard as well. And yeah, all these runs like together, like from the time I did the end to 100 to 52 to 100 was probably like 20 minutes, which is like really, really good. It was also pretty easy to do the run to 100, which I did.
Nice.
And then after I did that, I was going to do one more part to 100, and then I was going to go from 0. Because like at that point, if I kept going back and doing it to 100, like what's the point? I'm basically like beating the level at that point. This part's like the intermission between like the first half and the second half. It just like cuts off the two parts, I would say. It's like this really tight wave part in the beginning, and then it goes into like this pretty easy ship gameplay for Extreme Demon, and then just goes into the drop. And I was playing it, but then I had to end for the day because my friend told me he wanted to play Fortnite with him, so I ended for the day. And then I came back the next day, and the next day, for some reason, I could not do this part to 100. And it wasn't even like I was dying to that part. I was dying to the parts after that, like the ones I already did to 100. So like it took me an hour to do this to 100 for some reason. Like I don't know why I couldn't do this run. But yeah, I fought through, and then eventually I did it.
Finally, dude. Oh my god. Was it that hard to do 48 to 100?
So I finally did 48 to 100. That was the last one I wanted to do to 100 before beating the level. So then I learned the other parts in the beginning, which weren't too bad. And then after I learned all the parts, I'm like, you know what? would start playing from zero. So I started playing from zero, and honestly, like, it was kicking my butt. Like, I was getting so frustrated, and like, my best was like 48%. And then after an hour passed by, I decided, like, yeah, no, this level is just pissing me off too much. I'm just gonna get off, and I'm gonna go back to it the next day. And then the next day pulls up, and I start playing the level, and not even after 10 minutes, I get past 44%, and I went on to go all the way to 85, and then die. Roll the clip.
I can't fluke anything. Of course I can't fluke anything.
So yeah, I was pretty mad because I basically fluked the entire level just to die at the end to a part that I never died to, by the way. And I say this thing where, like, I'm such a choker because honestly, those deaths aren't for my nerves. They're just like I can't fluke anything and I can't get lucky with anything. And you know what? I died there 2 more times.
Again. Like, nobody dies there. Come on. Can I pass it? Of course I can't.
Oh yeah, and to make things even worse, I died to 88%.
Can't ever fluke anything. I swear to God.
Yeah, that was pretty frustrating because that end part, like, I never died to ever. And I died to it 4 times while going from zero, which is just awful. So after that happened, I told myself that I'm not going to stop playing this level until I beat it. And yeah, that took me another 2 hours of just frustration and just me choking and dying to things I'm not supposed to. But after the 2 hours, I finally did it, and I finally beat Broken Signal.
Fucking be good at this goddamn game. Oh my God, finally. I hate this. I was so unlucky. I am such a choker. I can never be good. I just got the weirdest text from my friend. No, not restart, idiot. I'm not doing that. That's so funny. 6'9".